Good afternoon, Geraldine. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
You're doing good? All right. I just want to thank you for coming in and seeing me today. Do you feel comfortable where you're sitting at right now?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay. And if you need any water or anything, I can definitely get some for you. They're in that little fridge to your left. I just want to ask you today, have you been in therapy before?
No, I don't.
You haven't? That's okay. That's okay.
Fine.
You feeling a little bit anxious, maybe a little bit on edge?
A little bit.
A little bit. That's totally normal. Everybody feels that way. It's totally, totally normal. Um, Let me just tell you a little bit about how therapy kind of is handled, and we'll talk about confidentiality just to start off. First off, though, are there any nicknames you go by? Do you have any pronouns that you'd like to be used today?
Geraldine is fine. She's
Mhm.
her. Hers is good.
She, her. Okay. If that changes at all, you just let me know. So the gist of therapy over the course of some meetings, I'm thinking maybe weekly meetings if that works for you, or bi-weekly, you just let me know. We are probably going to do some questionnaires. We might just talk, get to know each other a little bit better. We might do later on some role playing. So, kind of adopting different roles of people in your lives, a friend, family member, just kind of exploring different perspectives. But definitely with therapy, you're going to want to be as honest as you can be. If there's a question or something you definitely don't want to address or you want to come back to later, you just let me know. But
Okay.
again, the more honest you are, the more questions you answer, the better this relationship can be because we do want it to be holistic. We want to touch on different areas. So you just let me know throughout this meeting and future ones if you want to skip anything.
Okay.
All right. And with confidentiality, that pretty much means that I will not relay any of our conversation to anybody unless I thought you might be a harm to yourself or somebody else. And if that's the case, then I will go to my immediate manager. I'll let you know that I'm going to go talk to them. And if we ever have to tell anybody else, you will be updated completely on that process. Do you have any questions about confidentiality or what to expect in therapy?
No, I'm done.
No? Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to get to know a little bit more about you, kind of to start a nice conversation. Will you tell me about your friends and family, what you like to do?
Yeah, I would like to spend time with my husband and go out for walk or watching TV. Just
All right, that is a good thing to do. Definitely get some fresh air, go see a movie, get a snack. You can definitely treat yourself here and there. That's perfectly fine. Good thing to do. All right, and before we get into the actual talk, is it all right that I take notes while we're talking?
yes, it's
Yeah.
fine.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna take little bitty notes as we're going. Um, so in terms of why you're here, do you mind telling me a little bit about why you came here today?
Yes, I had a family circuit paper
Mhm,
when I was 14 years old. I had an abortion because my grandfather's sexual abuse of me.
mhm.
And this is really hard to me to manage because of the memories comes at any time.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do. He also abused of my mom
Mhm.
physical abuse, and my mother had a stroke. So so I don't know how have to manage of those memories that I have.
Okay.
Like got really, really bad.
I'm so sorry that happened to you, and you said that happened at a very young age too.
Yeah,
That's
14
right.
years old. Like when I had the abortion though, when he abused on me was when I was 12.
Okay. I'm so sorry that happened. Nobody ever should have to go through that. I know it can be really traumatic, but I feel like it can give you strengths for later on down the line. It definitely there are it is terrible what happened to you. I'm so happy that you came in here to talk with me about it though. That takes a lot of strength to do.
Yeah, yeah. So I think this is affect my relationship with my husband. also because sometimes I don't want to be with him. I
Mhm.
want to stay alone. And I told him like I don't feel well. He understand because I'm explaining him what happened to me when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and he tried to support me. But anyway, like sometimes I don't want to see him either.
And that definitely makes sense. Sometimes you just want to be alone. Um, what do you do? What's some coping mechanisms you do maybe when you're alone or when these thoughts come to mind?
I just go to my room and lay down on my bed.
You just want to lay down, maybe take a nap.
Yeah.
And does that seem to work for you sometimes?
I don't think so because I had a night matters as well when
Mhm.
I had a bad dreams and I think it's because of that.
That is definitely related to I would not definitely it would definitely be categorized as some form of PTSD, I think, and that is common with that. I'll look into that more, but I'm thinking it's something like that, definitely not set in stone, but it is definitely common to have those nightmares and recurring memories, like you said, of any kind of traumatic event. Um, you did mention that you have multiple episodes where you do have those thoughts come to mind. Are they ever triggered by something? Like, do you hear a certain phrase or do they just randomly pop into your head? And if you want some time to think about that question, we can definitely circle back around.
Yeah, I prefer to talk later about it, how I feel.
Okay, yeah, just a little bit later. That's perfectly fine. And if you want to address it at a later session too, that's perfectly fine as well.
Thank you for understand.
No problem. So, one of the coping mechanisms, if we want to circle back to that, you said that you like to just kind of be alone and nap. Um, it seems like a lot of people that have been in similar situations, they enjoy journaling. So writing about their thoughts, feelings, maybe when exactly you have those thoughts and feelings. Is that something you'd be interested in doing?
Yes, that sounds good.
All right. We can try that out. That can kind of be your homework. There are a couple of approaches you can take with journaling. So one of them is self-record. So that means it's retrospective. You kind of write a summary of your day. You don't have your journal on you all the time. You might just say, I had this thought pop into my head around lunchtime. I feel like I had a good day. I feel like I had a bad day. This made me think of that a time that I was abused, things like that. So just kind of a summary of your day.
Okay.
All right. Another option that you could take with journaling is self-monitoring. That means you have your journal on you pretty much all the time, and you're gonna write down exactly, "This thought came into my head at 10:53 AM. I'm eating lunch. I feel this way now." It could be something like that, very, very precise. Of those 2 options, either being very specific or kind of a summary, which one do you think you'd like to do?
I think the second one sounds more. Yeah, I think I can do that.
The
This of
summary version?
yeah.
Summary version. Okay, yeah, definitely. So you just do that for about a week, week and a half, and we'll see if we see any kind of like patterns, maybe something that makes you have those thoughts, anything kind of like that. Good coping mechanisms, that's kind of what we'll be looking for. And if you'll keep those things in mind as you're journaling, that's kind of the point of it. Do you have any other questions about journaling?
No, it sounds clear for me.
That's good. All right. And I would say, do you have any other questions for me?
No, I don't.
All right. And if that's the case, would you like to meet next week or the following week for therapy?
Next week.
Next
Uh,
week. Okay. What
I
time works for you?
I think Monday at 10:30 is work for you.
Monday, 10:30. All right, definitely. And if you ever have any questions you want to reach out to me, my office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you really feel like you need to reach out to me, definitely take my business card here. It has my personal phone on it and an email. And I might not get back to you right away, but I definitely monitor those. And you
Okay.
can reach out to me anytime.
Thank you for letting me know.
No problem. You have a great day.
You too. Bye bye. It was nice to see you.
Thank you.